Alright, I'm going to make a quick video because the last video that I just posted, a lot of people asked me, okay, what do I actually spend my money on? What should you spend your money on? The one most important thing before we begin is the mindset. If you've got any knowledge at all about self-improvement and entrepreneurship, you know that the actual mindsets that you carry, the way that you think about things is way more important than the actual tactics and advice that I can give you. The mindset that you must implement right now if you want to become more wealthy, this is literally the number one most crucial thing, is that now your time is worth a lot more than what you've currently been valuing it at. If you're working a job, so let's say you're a young person, you're working a normal job, whatever you're getting paid per hour, triple it. That's now going to be the thing that you keep in mind, which is like, yes, that's how much I'm worth per hour. If you're a young person, you're not really working a job or anything, think $25, $50 an hour. That's how much your time is worth per hour. I know that people start disagreeing and be like, no, but I live in India, I don't make that much money. Just what you need to do is have this idea that, yeah, of course I'm going to be successful later on. And because I'm going to be successful later on, like I'm going to, you know, my wealth and my income is going to go like this, where for a while I'm not really going to make much, but then it's going to grow exponentially, as you've seen in my channel. You must have that faith in yourself. So with that understanding, you know that your future income is going to be quite significantly, considerably, like remarkably bigger than what it is right now. And so you're kind of adjusting your current hours, your current worth to replicate that so you can actually achieve it. Because right now, the number one reason why you're not successful, this isn't clickbait, the number one reason why you're not successful is because you don't value your time enough. Every single successful person values their time. Every unsuccessful person doesn't. Your time is now worth at least $25 every single hour. That's the one mindset. Now, what should you spend your money on? The one best thing that you can ever spend your money on, which you're going to be slightly pissed off because your brain is going to reject this to begin with, is to save time. Your brain isn't really understanding the importance of that, but any like entrepreneur who's watching this video, they can back me up. The number one best investment, the best use of your money, the best thing to spend your money on when you're first starting off, or honestly just in general, no matter how rich you are, is to save time. Why? Because if you can save time and you have reduced mental load, you can then go ahead and achieve that success, you know, that J-curve of success. You saw like with my channel, my success, I was like a nobody. Like a year ago I had 1K subscribers. I remember I was dating a girl a year ago who wasn't my ex-girlfriend but the girlfriend before her, and she had more subscribers than me, and she wasn't even like a YouTuber. She was just like, you know, like a girl who posts like makeup tutorials, and she had like 2,000 subscribers. She had more subscribers, and we had this stream that like we'd be like the YouTube couple, would get like more subscribers and everything, would go travel and everything. I'm on like just under 400k on the main channel 1 year later. Success compounds, like, and she's still on like 2k, but I hope she's doing well in life. You've got to be looking forward for this J-curve of success, where right now you ain't shit, but you know that success can hit you fast, especially in this modern day, especially with internet businesses, especially with like social media. Success can hit you fast and really, really increase. So what you need to do is to free up as much time as possible so that then you can spend that productively doing the thing that's going to increase your, like, you know, result in that success. For me, it was business. For you, it might be a sport. It might be music. It might be writing songs. It might be your career. Whatever it is, you need to reduce time and mental load in other shit. I know that this seems really weird. You clicked on this video because you wanted me to tell you, like, you literally wanted the answer. Like, you clicked on this video because you're a fucking weirdo and you already knew the answers that you wanted me to tell you. You wanted me to say, oh, books and laptop. Like, you already had like this fucking predetermined belief. And because I'm not agreeing with it, you're slightly getting like disappointed by the video. Your brain is thinking like, oh no, he's wrong. If you make more money than me, then fair enough, don't listen to me. Chances are you're a young person who finds it kind of weird when I talk about how much money I make. If this advice seems weird to you, if it seems weird when I say like people have paid me $1,000 to speak to me for an hour, if it sounds weird to you that like I'll wake up and I make more overnight whilst I was sleeping than most people make per month, that there was a week span just like 2 weeks ago that I made £25,000 like income. Obviously, it was like, that was like high week and stuff, but if you're doing numbers way better than that, then don't listen to me because I should be listening to you. You clicked on this video because you wanted some bullshit little tactics like, oh yeah, buy books, and and that stuff's good. You're gonna get value from that. The number one most best thing to spend your money on is to first free up your time so that you have the mental capacity and the time to actually then go and achieve that success that you wanted. Because the route to wealth, which so many people fucking lie about, the route to wealth, it's simple as fuck, is to increase your income. Everyone tells you to save money, to invest. That's all bullshit. You do not get wealthy by saving money or investing. You get wealthy by increasing your income, and you increase your income when you first free up your time, and then you become more productive and you focus on one thing that you can become really good at. Do you know how many fucking products I could have made on YouTube? How many like random shit I could have been selling to you so far? How many opportunities I've gotten and I've said no to pretty much every sponsor I've said no apart from one. 99% of the collaboration requests I've gotten I've said no to. All the random bullshit ideas that pop into my mind, I said no to. All the random bullshit tasks that I could do, I've said no to. So that I can focus on recording videos and then reading, which helps me with recording. You must free up your time so that you can excel in one specific area, because that's what's going to explode your income. And that's what's going to help you retire your family, retire yourself. We have an incredible opportunity as young people right now who are like young people addicted to the internet. You're watching videos like this. You must have it in your mind that it is entirely reasonable for you to be retired in your 20s, like let's say 30s. It is reasonable, and honestly, it's not actually that difficult. You have 100%. You have to dedicate your life to it. It isn't something that it's passive. It's not part-time or anything. You dedicate your life to it. You move back home with your family like I did, and like I didn't have friends for like an entire year first because I was just solely focused on this shit. I didn't go out. I don't even go out. I have this fucking huge need to like hook up with girls and validate myself through casual sex and shit. I don't even do it anymore. Like that's kind of like an exaggeration because it does happen like every now and then, but I could go out every single day. I could play video games. I could do a lot of like fucking bullshit, but you dedicate your life to this for 5, 10, 15 years and you won't need money after that. And honestly, like a few years in, you hit that momentum, that snowball effect, that then it's like, it's really, really easy. Like it's kind of hard for me not to become more successful now. If you've been following along with my journey, you know where I'm at right now. The snowball effect is kicking off. We hit like 2 to 3K subscribers, new subscribers every day on the main channel. 70K subscribers every month. It's hard for me to like not succeed right now, isn't it? Because we've hit momentum. Of course, we're going harder and harder now. We're doing more and more. I'm learning so much more about leadership. I'm using those principles on my editors. I'm using those principles on you. You're literally going to see exponential fucking growth. You're going to see people outside of our industry, people outside of self-improvement talking about our cult soon. Why? Because I focus on this one thing. Because I freed up my time. You must understand the value of this. Spend money to free up your time. If you're a normal person, that's like the number one thing that's holding you back, is that your time is used up in so much bullshit, especially if you're working a job or with school or something. If you can save up a good amount of money, or you're making money, spend that money straight away to save time. And the things that you can do, you're going to have so much friction with, because all your life, you've never really encountered anyone who has this mindset. But everyone in your life is broke, like normal people who are still working jobs when they're 40, 50, 60, 70. So this is going to seem backwards. But if you're a young person, consider getting a chef. Consider getting some kind of like meal prep service that essentially you no longer need to cook. Consider paying a cleaner to come through your house so that you don't have to do your chores. If whatever your hourly rate that you've told yourself is, let's say $25, if you can save an hour by spending $20, then it's worth it. And you know what's weird? Because that's common sense, right? So your hour is worth $25. If you can save an hour by spending $20 on like a chef, you save an hour and you spend $20, that's worth it. You know what's really interesting? If you spend $25, $27, there's a bit of a difference, right? Your hour is only worth $25. If you spend $25 to save an hour, you'll say like, oh, it's probably not worth it because you've lost $25, but it is still worth it. Because the hour exchange and the money exchange is fair enough. You can make £25 or $25 an hour by doing some task online, right? And even if you can't make that money right now, you have to have the assumption that you can. This is how you actually grow in the first place, because most people think about just where they are right now. This is really important. You'll notice that with the successful entrepreneurs, they're constantly seeing themselves as the future version of themselves. Does that make sense? Every decision you make, especially related to self-improvement, the reason why we exercise is because we see our future self in the results that we do today. You'll only become consistent in exercise if you already see yourself as an athlete, if you already see yourself as the kind of person who's been consistent. Because if you don't, if you have the same self-image, the same identity, then you'll continue being the fucking spurk who like maybe has the motivation to go to the gym once or twice and then just quits again. And you probably can relate to that because you've not been doing this mindset training. Trust me when I say this is more important than anything else you could take from my channel. The mindset that you carry, the belief that you have about yourself. So you must say to yourself right now that, yeah, of course I'm going to become successful. Like if someone like fucking Hamza can become successful, then why can't I? Yeah, of course I can. If all these fucking YouTubers and influencers are making so much money, if there's so many millions around us, of course I can get a couple of, at least one of them. Have that fucking like obnoxious personality right now. And of course that's going to make you different from everyone else around you. That means that you can't take the advice of everyone else. So you're going to be that weird fucking guy who like everyone's like, no, don't spend your money like that. Save it, buy a car. But they're still broke. So there's random shit. I'm not going to go into this like fully specific examples of the things that will save your time because it's all just about outsourcing and it depends how your time is being used up. So for myself in my business, the number one sort of time consuming task that I could outsource that would save my time was video editing. So these videos that you see right now on this channel, this unfiltered channel, they don't take any editing. I literally just press record and I speak like just one take. Which has actually been kind of like a challenge for me. I'm not actually like that good of a speaker, but it's been like my practice to just kind of try and speak without stuttering and make like coherent points without needing to constantly stop and start. But on the main channel, I was always editing those videos myself and it was taking a while. Then I outsourced it and got editors. My first editor, Sam. And so I paid them less than what I considered my hourly rate was worth. That saved me so much time that then I could spend even more time reading and making my videos better, presenting myself better on camera. Reading is kind of like my main work task because I literally just need to be like as knowledgeable as possible, then go out and actually try things and then just come and like report back to you with like what the most important things is that you can do. So I can't tell you specific examples, but take some time right now to think what's taking up your time. And I know that you're probably going to pussy out. This is the thing. You're probably going to pussy out and you're not going to take this advice and you're going to stay in a very similar position. It's the moment that you take that plunge and you actually outsource. And I can't believe how many people don't do this. You must outsource things to save your time. You must be okay with spending money to save your time because it's that freed up time, that freed up mental load that actually allows you to go and explode your income. You are not going to reach the level of success that you want if you're doing more than a couple of tasks per week. If you're the one cleaning your house, if you're the one cooking your meals, you're not going to become successful. This feels so, like it should feel so weird and you should be so certain that I'm wrong with this because every experience in your life disagrees with me. Everyone in your life will disagree with me. But why, when you know a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old person, why are they making 10 times less than like a young, dumb fucking influencer? You've seen so many of these like, you know, young influencers and these young like dropshippers and entrepreneurs, and they seem to be saying like they make so ridiculous amount of money. Why are they making so much money? Because they follow principles of entrepreneurship that older people who even you might see as a success, they don't. Where is your time being used up right now? Cooking is a huge one. Best case scenario is that you literally wake up and all you have to do is like the most crucial tasks for your development. Of course, we'll do some like self-improvement habits, we'll go to the gym, we'll meditate, but in terms of increasing your income, it would probably be like a form of like learning. The major business task, so for a YouTuber, it's literally just record the video, be on video. Apart from that, like when I'm not on video, my business work ends there. There's no random bullshit tasks that I have to do. I've outsourced all of it. I've even like, I don't use dating apps or anything, but the last thing that I was considering to outsource was literally my dating profiles on like Tinder and shit. I was literally going to pay someone to like just go through it and like, you know, tell them what my type was and like they'll do it for me because it's not worth my time to go on that shit. And you need to like, I know this sounds autistic as fuck, but you need to start implementing this. You wanted some bullshit, just fucking normie like advice in this video, and you're probably kind of pissed off that I'm not covering it. Like, yeah, spend your money on books, spend your money on like experience. Yeah, that's a good thing as well. Like what to actually spend your money on. Experiences are incredibly